I think we're live. You know, I'm going to share this on the Instagram because I forgot to do that beforehand. Oh, no. Well, it gives me a chance for everyone to join in. And then I'll do an intro when people are here because nothing's weirder than doing an intro and no one watches. Fun fact. Hello. Say hi to the camera. Wave. We're live. Yay. Ooh, that was blurry. Discard. Second attempt. Yay. Your story. Yay. Okay, now we have viewers. Hello, Max2444, Legendary, Shin Godzilla VR, Joe and Michelle, Marvelous, G-Rex, Harrison, what's up? Hello, camera. Hi. Hey, everyone. Doing a live stream. There's supposed to be some more people's joining here shortly, but this also is a good opportunity to say hey, kind of go over what we're going to be doing here, and then show off some of the cool things that aren't the Earthrise stuff yet before I do the Earthrise stuff. I do see one question right away. When is Earthrise episode 9 coming? Soon, hopefully soon. There's some more work that's got to get done, but I've grinded through a lot of it already, so it'll be coming along. Is that Metroplex? Yes, it is. I have that's been sitting in a box for years, and you know what? I couldn't take it anymore. It's one of my favorite figures of all time, so I've had to pull it out. Are those Bad Batch helmets? Yes. Now, let's get into that a little bit. Actually, funny you mentioned that, because that's why I set those aside there, just so I would remember. That right there is work. In the sense, I have a 3D printing business. It's called Big Dog Forge. You know what? I will share a screen. Share screen. Not unlike. Yeah, not unlike. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So, there we go. Not unlike this right here. This is my store, pretty much. Me and my brother, we sell 3D printed helmets. We have everything from Star Wars, all the lantern rings, Green Lantern, a silver variant, just in case you want something a little fancier with a little color in the rings themselves. If you're a fan of the video game Apex Legends, if you're a fan of Uncharted, Connor and I were big fans of the Bad Batch, so naturally we've been trying to do all the Bad Batch helmets. The ones I have right behind me. Wrecker, Hunter, Crosshair, all those ones right there. We have an Echo one that is slowly coming along. We have helmet wall mounts, which are perfect for display. And we have this right here, which is I'm also going to talk about here in a second. A Transformers Siege Megatron jet upgrade kit for everyone who wants the jet pieces from this new Shattered Glass Megatron, but doesn't want Shattered Glass Megatron. Where is my stop sharing? There we go. It's right here. I will show those off. We have wing. I painted mine just because I like to. I was going to use it anyways. You're going to see these in Earthrise Part 9. Because I'm finally going to transform Megatron. I don't think I've done that once. So he's going to be a jet, not a tank. So we got 2 wings. Oops. We got jet cockpit. These are for sale right now on the page. The link is in the description. So you can actually get these. They're 3D printed. They'll just come unpainted, so you could paint them however you like, because maybe I like this, but maybe you have something different in mind. It makes it easy. All I did was put just a few modeling paints on there and a gloss varnish, and it matches with the figure itself. They have the same shine. Blah, 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 blah. So that also gets me into the helmets we have back here. We have a couple different ones, actually. Like I was mentioned, these are all the Bad Batch helmets. We have 3 out of the... I guess we have 3 done and one that's on the way still. But here we have Hunter. I mean, they're full-scale helmets. They work. Let me demonstrate here. So... I mean, there's a Hunter helmet. These will all be matte painted. Like we have a gloss on this one. I wasn't so much a fan of the gloss, so we're gonna do a matte paint on the actual final. But for the product photos, this is perfect as is. The other ones are just out of reach a little bit. We have a Wrecker one and Crosshair. The Crosshair one right now, I took the visor out because we needed the acrylic for something else, and I didn't want to paint something when I needed it for something else. But you'll get the gist. I had to take a bunch of pieces out. We needed the magnets. There were magnets in this prototype that hold this together. So the rangefinder will actually hold in place here or anywhere if you decide to tip downwards, whatnot. It'll lock in place. It'll be on a magnet system. Right now I had to take that out because I needed the magnets for a different helmet, and we only had a few left, so I didn't use that, and I took the visor out too. That's going in one of the Imperial Pilot helmet sales that you'll see on the page itself. So there really is a visor right here. This is just black construction paper just for show, but it illustrates the point pretty much what it is. So we have a Crosshair helmet with the rangefinder that locks in place. If you were to order that one too, that one also comes in 2 pieces, so it's really easy to assemble. The magnet will be exposed, so it'll be really easy and straightforward how to put it together. Finally, we have the Wrecker helmet. This one has been one of my favorite helmets to work on. Not only does it very nicely print every single time, but it is also probably our best seller. And God, I love it. It's absolutely awesome. Wonderful helmet. Wonderful helmet to paint. Super fun to do. A lot of different techniques, and it's a lot of fun. It really is. So if you're interested in any of these, the link is in the description below. Here's the Megatron pieces as well. I'd actually I'd put those together just so you can see. It's not really difficult to set up, but at the same time I'm trying to I'd put him on the Megatron right now, but I'm using the Megatron for the scene I'm about to film, so not quite yet. All right, so that said, yeah, check out Big Dog Forge. It's in the description, along with my Discord. I have an eBay page where I sell stuff, toys. A lot of them have been used in videos. I got a couple other links in there. Oh yeah, I got my merch page. I got an Amazon wish list. So rock and roll, cool stuff. When are you getting Kingdom, Beast Wars, Transformers? I have a few. I'm probably not going to get any more. I'm content with the ones I got. Congratulations on 22.7. Absolutely. If you could see the exact numbers, you would know they're fluctuating a lot. I'm seeing them go up a few every day, and then they'll drop 30. I was actually almost at 22.8 the other day, and then I lost close to 58 subscribers in one day, and I was a little concerned there for a minute. I was sitting there going, what the hell did I do? Am I being canceled? And what's going on? Like, there's something wrong here. I don't know what it was. I think YouTube just decided to just go and wipe a bunch of subscriptions. Maybe they were bots. I don't know. But I was getting a little concerned. So Earthrise Megatron will be a flyboy. Yeah, he's a flyboy. He's going to do some flying too. Crosshair's my favorite character. Absolutely, he's a pretty great character. I like the fact that he is He's good at what he does, and he is who he is. So if you haven't seen the Bad Batch finale yet, or the episode before that, I'm not spoiling it, but at the same time, just Crosshair's good stuff there. Thoughts on the Bad Batch season 1? I love it. I mean, there were a few episodes where way too much of a filler episode for me. And then when they actually are doing like content in there that's worth watching, it's worth watching. But then there are just some filler episodes too that you could skip and be perfectly fine skipping. And all as well, there was a Sid episode just recently here at the end. It was just all about Sid and Sid stuff, and I was sat there going, I feel like I'm just being the filler is strong with this episode. It was too much filler. And that one even reflected too. I noticed the stats on all our Bad Batch helmets went down because of that filler episode. I was like, no, this sucks. Why, Dave Filoni? Why did you make the filler so strong? Did you mean his United series? What is he talking about? United. When new Transformers Combiner Wars come out? If you're talking about United, I have actually an expanded universe video coming out tomorrow. So that'll be cool. You get a little sampling of stuff. How long is Stratosphere? It's going to be upwards of like 40 minutes, 45 minutes, maybe even longer. I don't know. The script is 40 pages long. I take it as every page is at least 40 seconds. I think that's my rough estimation, probably. So 40 pages. No, it's 46 pages. Each page is going to be like 40 seconds long. That's usually what tends to be in my stuff. So yeah, it's probably going to be like 40 minutes or more grand total. How's life? Well, living it. What do I think about the clone Omega? Omega? No, I don't think much of Omega. I'm pretty much just stick to the clones in there. I'm not a big fan of. I guess let me say the Clone Force 99, the proper Clone Force 99 characters, and Echo. Echo's the best one out of them all, just because of his pre-existing place in the Clone Wars show, which is probably the best Star Wars ever. Do you think Transformers Rise of the Beast is coming out? I'm going to say controversial opinion. I hope not, because I'm not looking forward to it. Are you going to do a stop motion of Kingdom? Yes. Actually, I have this last Earthrise episode here, and then after that, no more Kingdom. Or no more Earthrise, and then it's into Kingdom. Who your favorite combiner? Menasor. That's why in Transformers United, I voiced Menasor. I insisted I had to do Menasor because he's my favorite one. When the Legacy Stunticons come out, are there Legacy Stunticons? If there are, I probably won't, because I've already got Stunticons and I'm content with them. But maybe, I don't know. I'm of the boat. I'm not in a rush to buy Hasbro toys. So I got that going for me. What do you think of TF Concepts and Transformers? I haven't watched a whole lot of them, so I'd have to watch a little more to give you a valid opinion on that one, or a good opinion on that one. But I've seen them in the Discord. I just haven't watched them yet. I'm not really good at keeping up with YouTube stuff. I usually just like binge all in one day and then get caught up. I haven't done that yet. Do you have Studio Series toys like Blur or Grimlock? I actively avoid Studio Series. No joke. But let's get into the film. Oh, 19 viewers. Cool. I'm looking forward to seeing Transformers 7 of Unicron. I don't know if they're going to do that. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. I don't know. It's all good. I mean, I can start getting it filming. Hello, TFA. Yeah, TFA. Sorry, my glass. I need glasses for this. Can't see. I'm old here. TFA. Oh yeah, hello TFA. DP Studios. Hello. Golden the Dog. Hey. Ooh, will Power Rangers have a crossover with TMNT? No, I'm not. I mean, I'm familiar with the Turtles, but I'm not gonna invest in them. So I mean, we're just gonna. I don't know, I'm not gonna get those Power Ranger Turtle crossover things. Where's my script? There's my script. Oh shoot! Actually, I'm gonna fix something real quick. Been a long time, buddy. How you been? Well, in case you haven't noticed, different setup, different location entirely moved. Actually, that goes for everyone here. This is a different setup. I don't have the big studio anymore. I moved. I am now just in a more comfortable space, very small. It works. It's all good. What do you use for backdrop in your stop motion? Okay. Actually, I'm going to adjust this a hair. Okay. Maybe we'll work. Maybe we won't work. Maybe my hat will be in the way. That can happen. Oh. There we go. Ooh. No. There we go. We're going to be doing some green screen today, so this is how I do my green screen stuff now. It used to be a giant sheet. But now I found that just regular old poster board works so much better because you can have an evenly controlled lighting, consistent too. Ooh. Oh, I tipped it over. Hit it again. I'm killing this thing. Sideswipe and Wheelie going to show up in Life of Prime? I don't think they are. I don't think I want them to. I think they're just going to stay in Transformers United. There we go. Are you ever doing Titans Return stop motion? I see your Metroplex over there. No, I'm not going to do Titans Return video. The Titans never really arrived in the first place here, so I never really. When I say here, I mean like my residence. So the Titans never really arrived in the first place, so they can't return. Oh yeah, I was fixing my green screen. Because fun green screening tip for those of you who would be interested in doing green screening at some point in your YouTubing, but you don't know, or you choose to go the poster board route, and that's just no. Okay, this is going to be finicky. I did not want to fight this. I'm going to have to fight this. You want to make sure that there are no solid black seams on what you're filming when it comes to a green screen. Otherwise, those edges are going to show up in the shot no matter how hard you try to get rid of them. And how good your shot is, it will always have that there. So in order to get rid of that, it's good to get a nice rounded edge in the shot, so that way, come on. Nope, that's not working. That's working though. Perfect. Yeah, having this rounded edge here, there is now no seam noticeable on the camera. Therefore, should be covered up now. And there won't be a black line along the bottom or anything that I'll have to like mask out. Green screening at its finest. Is Transformers Prime still the best Transformers show ever? Yes. Yeah, when the green screen falls down, try something that'll hold it still and better. Yeah, that's absolutely true. I've just started taping it to the wall at this point, and that seems to do the trick. Do you enjoy voicing Predaking on Swagwave's Transformers Prime Legacy series? That's actually the first role I was ever cast for in anyone's project. So, no, I do enjoy the Predaking voice. It was a cross between, just like the regular Predaking sound and Lockdown from Age of Extinction. That was kind of what I was going for. Who is my favorite character I voiced? I particularly like idiot characters. I like playing idiots. I like the funnies. So, yeah, basically anything that's been just funny. Really, I like doing comedy. It's so much more fun. It's just fun. So, like, for example, I always reference it on Lockbot CRM's channel. We did a video called The Target. It was a machinima video, and I got to play a pink Starscream named Aileron, who just appeared in Earthrise. A pink Starscream named Aileron. He always goes, "Hey, my dudes, do you like Red Lobster? I like Red Lobster." Just dumb stuff like that. Like we got it where he was just flying around just in straight circles, just going, "You spin me right round, baby." Like just going through that whole deal. I quite enjoyed that, especially since I improv most of it. What is the final episode of Earthrise? This one. This is the last episode of Earthrise, and then it's off to Kingdom, in which it's going to be different because I don't like doing what the series has done or War for Cybertron has done. I don't like doing the existing material verbatim. As you can tell why Earthrise is so different. Earthrise in Netflix's version is just, let's go find the Allspark and get stuck at a space station. This Earthrise is a private military force from Earth goes to Cybertron to get some payback. Right? That's different. Like the concept fits the name better than Earthrise, or fits the name Earthrise better than Netflix did, I think. And Kingdom's going to be, it's going to take everything I've been doing and do like a hard left turn on that one. It's not going to be totally recognizable. Oh, okay. That was just Discord beeping at me. How long will Kingdom be? I don't know yet. I've only written one episode of Kingdom, actually. And it was a kind of a short episode, but also just because I just didn't feel like scripting out the action. I only just write the general idea, and then I just wrote fight choreo. If anyone who does voices for me, you'll notice that a lot. I just write fight choreo. That's because I don't want to write out the action. I hate writing action. It's not that I don't like doing it. It's just that I don't like writing it. I just filming whatever comes to mind as it seems to fit. Okay, let's get the star starter. Oh, come on, pose for me. Pose for me, fool. Clock's on lights. Ooh. Let's see if our settings are good. Camera test. Oh wow, that's really good. Oh shit, I don't think I need to change anything. Shutter speed 30, f22. So now while everyone's camera settings are, completely different, you never know, like the lighting changes everything right now. I'm finding right now that this green screen setup, setting the shutter speed to 1/30, an f-stop of 22, and the ISO at 3200. I'm getting like perfect green screen. I'm so excited about this because I always have to constantly mask everything in After Effects to try and fix a lot of green screen errors. And this is perfect. I can't see a seam from the split of the two poster boards. It's little to no shadow. Like, this almost never happens. This really looks, I like this. This is good. It's good stuff. Damn it. I never get this good of a shot right from the get-go, so this is very exciting. I can actually start getting to work right away rather than play with the green screen. I guess I can't say I hate green screening. I did it for so long that it's just irritating when I have to do more of it, I guess. Or more than is necessary. Hang on. Oh, dang it. The angle is getting the line in it. I can't see. Did that change anything? No, that didn't change anything. It's too high up, but now see the line. Shit. Hello, Jason. Yeah, I kind of need my script. That's kind of important. Need Megatron to stand right here. Don't need him armed to the teeth. He doesn't need his accessories. He's just kind of dead right now, so there's that. Got that going for him. Ooh, ouch. Let's do that real quick. Awesome. Some pictures. We got Megatron walking in this place like he owns this. Like this right here, we can build a walk cycle. There we go. There. There. Where's my switch? There it is. Perfect. Good stuff. A little more. Towards him. More die a lot. There it goes. There it goes. Come on. Okay, cool. This is going to be very confusing here in a minute. I'm filming green screen stuff out of sequence. That is never a good idea. But you know what? We're deep in it now because why do anything easy? We can just skip right to the hard way. That's level. Get this upward angle. Looking at Star Saber and his rather imposing figure. Oh no, come on. The only issue with this Star Saber is rather old and rather well used. And very hard to get to hold a pose. Come on. Oh. Yay. Oh, shoot, that's too high, actually. I don't think I'm going to get the pose. Did I get it, maybe? Delete that one. All right, that'll work. That'll work. That will work. Indeed. Why is the lighting in here all funny? No, it was supposed to be the webcam. Ooh, ouch. Playing a dangerous game here with a figure that does not want to balance. Oh. Come on. Come on. The last picture there. This is surprisingly more tedious than you would realize. No joke. Those A3 pieces? They're not. I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm not sure what A3 is. These are just. I got these at the dollar store. I'm not too familiar on what A3 is. Actually, will you do a Transformers Rise of the Beast stop motion? Maybe I've thought about it, but at the same time, we still got time to talk me out of it, so maybe not. Actually, this should have been starting that way. There we go. Click. Perfect. Oh, whoops. How the hell am I going to do this? This is frustrating. Not figuring out what it is I'm going to do here. Because I know if I'm going to lose, I didn't want to do Photoshop work. Frustrating. So frustrating. Background info. Anytime I shoot an upwards angle that's too tall, which is, let's just say we're shooting a scene with a big figure. I don't know, we'll just say Star Saber, for example. And we shoot an upwards angle. The lighting gets weird. It always gets weird. And then I have to do some weird Photoshop stuff to make it kind of resemble. I hate doing weird Photoshop stuff. I don't hate it, like I'll never do it, but I strongly, I have strong feelings about disliking it. This is going to make me do it. Even though I didn't want to, I'm going to have a mini tantrum, and that's okay. Ooh, come on. Click. Nope. That's cool. Let's move that to the center here. Definitely going to be adjusting some camera settings. Or apparently having to adjust the whole camera because I'm just shooting off screen. And this one, oh no. Okay, it looks like it's going off screen either way, so no matter what, maybe straighten it up. That look good. Oh, hello, Orbital Bacon. Speaking of Rise of the Beasts, have you seen Scourge's alt mode? No. If it's anything with a Rise of the Beast in a reveal from Rise of the Beasts, I either haven't seen it or glossed over it, just not caring. I don't necessarily care for Rise of the Beasts. I will more than likely pass on it happily. Ooh, shit. Yeah, I'm going to pass on it, I think. I'm just not interested. There is nothing Rise of the Beast has to offer that interests me. Oh, your animations are amazing. Keep going. Thank you. I appreciate that. Ooh, what is... Why? Sorry. Ah, okay. Where is my script? I lost it. There it is. There we go. Can't do filming without a tasty beverage. Won't say what it is, though. Tasty beverage. Delicious, unnamed beverage. What camera do you use? I usually... Well, I've been looking at upgrading, but currently I use a Canon Rebel T5 or a Canon EOS Rebel T5. I've been looking at upgrading to the T7i or just moving over to making the jump to Nikon. However, I've also been hearing a lot of good things about a new Sony mirrorless camera, but at the same time, it's also... It costs about roughly a down payment on a car, so I'm not exactly looking to buy, a Sony mirrorless camera just yet. I don't know the model name, so I'm just calling it the mirrorless camera. It could be anything for all I know. It could even literally be called like the Sony Your Mom 1 edition. Like I don't know. Like it's just I don't keep up with Sony at all. I don't keep up with a lot of things I should. Keep up with some things though. Nothing to see here. Just working on video stuff and being productive. No. Comment. Oh, more camera adjusting. Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts indeed. No, there's... No, actually, I was just thinking about it. If anyone wants to... just thinking about it, keeping a conversation here... Or conversationally, what were your thoughts on the Fan First Friday stream? Hello, Spooky D Man. What was everyone's thoughts on that? Actually, it was my first Fan First Friday. It was also my last Fan First Friday. I will never go to one of those again. Never, ever go to one of those again. That was... To be perfectly honest, it felt like the biggest waste of 45 minutes of my life. Hello, dude. Oh.
Hello?
There you go. Hello. No. You're muted.
Am I coming through okay?
Now it is, yes. At least I can hear you. And
I was making the mistake of listening to the stream at the same time as well. Duh.
Oh yeah.
I'm interested in that camera. Your mom, is that what it's called?
Yeah, I don't know what the Sony camera is called, so I'm just gonna say it's like, oh, it's the Sony Your Mom whatever edition 1.
I haven't got my voice mod on, have I? Hello? Is there an echo on me?
No, you're good.
No. Okay, cool, good. So the Fan First Friday, you didn't see much that you liked. Surely you want that throne.
I can make that throne. I don't need to buy it.
I suppose so. I can't, so I need it. Although Starscream is the last person I'm going to put sitting in it. Definitely, that throne is for Megatron. Or maybe Galvatron, if I'm feeling generous.
Or maybe Galvatron. No, I will say that the chair looked good, though. I'm just going to just redesign it so that way I don't have to pay that stupid price tag just for a chair.
I can't tell. Was that Starscream upscaled, or was it just Commander class because of all the stuff that comes with it?
I don't know. They said leader class, but I'm just going to say it's going to have a Commander class price tag because of all the stuff.
That's right. Yeah, probably is. Yeah, it's just it's probably the Earthrise Starscream with hands. Is that what they said? It's got movable hands as well. That's pretty cool.
They did in fact say that, Unicron.
You told me it wasn't on.
Well, I think there was a reverb on, but now you've gone full voice mod.
This should be normal.
Yes.
Okay, good. Ha! I'm kind of glad it works. I can never get it to work, but
you can never get it to work. You use it all the time.
It's just it requires like a complete reconfiguration. Whether I want to talk on Discord with it, talk through StreamYard, or record lines for people offline. It's a nightmare. Although, well, the guy who bought it for me might be listening, so it's a lovely nightmare, Stevie. Thank you.
Okay, now tell him how you really feel.
It's fun doing lines with it because you can hear your effect in real time. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I would definitely have a lot of fun with that. I'm not gonna lie. What mod is it actually? What's it called?
It's I think it's just called Voice Mod. Yeah, Voice Mod. VM. It's black. I'll send you a screenshot sometime.
Appreciate it. I'm not gonna steal your voice gigs or anything. Why would I do that?
I rely on you for voice gigs most of the time.
I'm a stand-up individual. I don't steal people's voice gigs.
I'm still living off that Cyclonus honor. You know, I still get women coming up to me in the street. Oh my God, you played Cyclonus for AHM1K? I'm like, yeah, I did. Yeah.
And then you tell them, get in line, bitch.
Forum a Q. So what are we doing here? I didn't see the title. Is this episode 9? Is it? Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah, I've seen a couple Cool Patrol people in the chat here. You know, if you're in the Cool Patrol, you can actually join the stream if you'd like. I usually I usually mention that sometimes, but then always forget.
You do always drop a link. Fair play.
Yes.
I am going to put the stream on so I can see some of these questions.
Yes, I know I've been missing a lot of it because I have this. I wonder. Ooh. I need to do
Orbital is here. And TF Concepts, SM. Hello, everyone. That one SM guy. I know lots of these people. Do you have a Megatron voice for your voice mod, Kyle? Oh no, that's for me.
Yeah, that's for you. I don't have a voice mod.
I have a little. I've done Megatron twice. I think I did save a preset. Where is that? With your permission, Kyle, can I?
Hello. Soundwave, playback Laserbeak's findings. Oh, it's at the back of the throat. Sorry. All the voice mod does here is just knock just like a semitone or two off my voice. Prime is dead at my hand. I can't think of any famous Megatron lines.
Yeah, I can't either. You know that time where you actually try to know any Megatron lines? It's like, oh, well, shit.
It's always the same. When the spotlight's on you, it's like, nope, I can't think of a damn thing. Even though he's probably said the second most amount of lines after Prime, you know.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything. Oh, hang on, wait there. There's always
Nobody summons Megatron. Sorry, I haven't.
You have to. I hate to sound like a complete darling, like a complete thesp, but it does help to warm the voice up for something like like Megatron. Not that I'm brilliant at it, but vocal exercises do help.
Nah, speak for yourself. I've never done a vocal exercise in my life, and look at me now. I have no
Top
voiceover
of-
capability.
Top of the world. Look at him now, ladies and gentlemen. Look at his modesty dripping through YouTube.
Oh, yeah. I do voiceover for all these people, and I've never done a single exercise whatsoever. I only just give them my natural voice and nothing else.
Your natural voice suits a surprising amount of bots, like Bumblebee. I know you're not going to like that. And Hot Rod. Oh, Orbital Bacon's given us a silence. That's become a bit of a meme over on his channel. Actually, I noticed, Orbital, that in Kingdom, Unicron says silence when he meets when Starscream is opening that black Arachnia box. He says it. So let's try it. Hang on, wait there.
I am Unicron. Silence!
There you go. You can clip that, Orbital. You can clip that and use it. So are we expecting the Raptor Man?
Well, he keeps saying so, but then he keeps saying he's running errands.
Oh, here he is. He says, all right, I'm in the chat.
In the chat.
Will the excitement ever start? Orbital, it's about to kick off big time, man. It's Friday night here. It's 10:15. I don't care what time it is over there in New Hampshire or Vermont or wherever Kyle is, but we are going to get this party started. You're not in either of those states, are you?
Oh, that cuts me deep there. Vermont is an insult.
Isn't that the snowy place up in the top right?
It's close to that.
I think it is, yeah. Oh, look at him holding his heart. He really is cut deep.
You cut me deep here. I'm from the south. Not the north. We don't associate with them.
Until all is one. Orbital's flipping reaction streams where he finds the worst like Transformer dubs and stuff. I think it was like a PlayStation 2 game from the early 2000s, and Optimus Prime said, "Till all is one." Like, how can they not? I mean, clearly there's no copyright violation going on. They're allowed to use Optimus Prime and all that, and they can't use that phrase, or is it just they couldn't get it right? Oh God!
I have a feeling like the voice actors read it wrong, and no one said anything about it, or no one noticed because they're like, "Oh, why would he say anything wrong? It's professional."
It's just a paycheck to these people. They don't care. They should scour YouTube for stop motion creators and voice artists next time they do something Transformers-y. And
yeah, I mean, I've heard the next trilogy is called Legacy or something like that. So maybe they should take that in consideration. Just don't hire professionals because apparently professionals don't do a good job.
Is Legacy the next? I thought it was it's probably both, but I heard it was the name of the next toy line. Well, it makes sense that it's probably a series as well.
I don't know. I only just heard the name Legacy today from one of the guys in the Discord. I sat there thoroughly confused why they kept mentioning Legacy, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's the next trilogy." And I'm going, left hand salute, very well.
Well, I'm not far in front of you because I only heard of it a couple of days ago, and I'm like, isn't there another wave of Kingdom? CrimsonRaptors. Told you the party was about to start.
Not allowed.
Pretty sure my tumble dryer is coming through. I'm just going to go and shut a door. I'll be straight back.
Not allowed.
So I have
not allowed.
I have been
Silence.
listening to most of it. I have been listening to most of it, but I was a little bit delayed because the freaking post office. So, how you doing, Kyle? How you doing, Ultra Marcus?
We're living the dream over here, and for your sake, damn the U.S. Postal Service.
Yeah.
Except when we.
So I almost thought I was gonna have to make 2 trips because today, man, Ultra Marcus should be here with his voice mod on, but Unicron has arrived, and I almost couldn't fit them all in my car.
I like how you have to specify them all because for everyone who doesn't know, he has 3 Unicrons?
Right? The whole pallet's worth.
Yeah,
It's true. CrimsonRaptors has ordered 3 copies of me. Are you enjoying them?
I am your evidence. I can't even say it. Your evidence.
Your eminence.
Eminence. I can't talk. It's very hot.
So have you unboxed any of them yet, or I missed the beginning of that? You've just brought them home for the first time.
I literally just got them like in the door right before joining up in here because I'm trying to cool off. But yeah,
Acting like it's hot outside.
It really is. It's like 100 and freaking something degrees out. Anyway, but one of the boxes is kind of dinged up, so that's going to be my first one to open. So that'll probably be the one I'll have in robot mode. If it's not broken, I hope it's not broken.
Well,
did they get delivered on a pallet? You were wondering if that was going to happen.
I thought that would happen, and no, they were just 3 of their individual boxes. And I was like, dang, I really wanted the wooden pallet, but I was like kind of glad they didn't have one because I would have had to have got that up the stairs, or like it just would have been like a whole deal. But yeah. I also got a Ractonite from Target because they finally shipped it when I ordered it like 2 months ago.
Oh, what?
So yay, Target.
What is it you got? What?
Yeah, Ractonite, the fossilizer, the Styracosaurus. It's like a Triceratops, but only has one large horn in the front and horns all around its frill, rather than the 3 horns.
It's a transformer.
Yeah. So
that's what I was stuck on. I was like, I don't even know what you just said there.
Is it based on a real dinosaur?
Not in the show.
Is it based on a real dinosaur, Crimson? You're the man to ask. It is okay.
Yeah. Right. Well, Beast Wars Neo had a Styracosaurus, a purple one, and his name was Killer Punch. So technically, Ractonite could be, either the dead version of that of Killer Punch, or just be the just a random bone, like bones. I can't think. I'm so sorry.
You just got so much Unicron to deal with.
Yeah. They weren't as heavy as I thought they would be. Like it was funny. Like at the post office, they were like all like afraid to move it, and because they thought it was going to be heavy. But it's just a big, huge square box. I think this is how Minecraft feels in real life. So I mean, it's about reference. How big they are. Yeah.
This is how Minecraft feels in real life. All right. I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah. Oh, cool. I haven't seen everybody. No. See, I've been listening, but I haven't been seeing the chat or everything in there. So it's cool. Ortal Bacon's in there. Ian White, TF Concepts. That's Vern. Legendary Shin Godzilla BR. Big Owl Animation.
Is TF Concepts Vern?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Did we just dox him?
No.
Is that how that works?
No, that's him on YouTube and Instagram, but then Vern is what he is in like whatever that stands for in Discord. Yeah, I was very confused because one time he contacted me and I was like, I don't know who you are. And he's like, oh no, this is TF Concepts. I was like, oh, okay. That makes a whole lot more sense because I was like, how do you know all of this information? How did you know I was doing that?
So when can we expect to see some Unicron on your Instagram? Well, actually, when can we expect to see anything on your Instagram, Crimson?
Well, I've been busy with the stop motion, the trailer and everything, and I've delayed that kind of too many times for my own good. Too many times for my own good, and so I'm gonna get that pushed out, and then I'm gonna start kind of focusing more on the other things that I do on the channel and on Instagram and everything. So I've noticed that Discord can take up a lot of time. But True. It's also a lot of fun when you're voice chatting with people. It's a good break from, everything. So but I try not to get addicted
Discord
to it.
doesn't take up a lot of time. Says me.
I let it take up too much time.
I find
It keeps me sane at work.
In fact, I now don't post videos regularly anymore, and I spend more time on Discord now. You may be right.
Gonna be a Discord star, is it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna dump the YouTube channel. I was joking around with Crimson about this. I think it was yesterday actually. That I'm just gonna sell my YouTube channel.
Sell it.
So are you saying
I have a net worth of $6,000 YouTube, or my channel has a net worth of $6,000. So anyone who would like to offer more than that, you have my attention.
So are you saying that Discord killed the YouTube star, and that's going to be your next voting album?
No.
In truth, I think he'd probably sell it for a Scorponok and a Omega Supreme.
Oh, this is a good story, actually. I have scammed the system, and I am getting the Scorponok now.
Oh, yes!
Awesome.
What do you mean you scammed the system? Free postage, that's what you mean, isn't it?
Yeah, I said I wasn't going to pay shipping for it, right? Well, so then I go to this website. I just got an email for it last night. Dorkside Toys. They were saying, like, oh, we have Scorponok, also free shipping. I was like, okay, you have my attention. I look on it, and I look at their address, and I see they're in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. That's 15 minutes away.
What?
Yeah, so I just reached out to them. I was like, hey, can I just do, like, a local pickup? Like, yeah.
That's awesome.
So when can you expect that? Have they got it there now?
They have it in stock now, but it's like sort of like it's just off the truck. It's not shipping yet. They don't know exactly how many they have, is what I imagine. That's how e-commerce kind of works. I found that out. You just load it off a truck, put it in a warehouse, and then you deal with it a couple days later.
Okay, so Scorponok is kind of...
So they'll know how much they actually have in a couple days, and then they'll be like, all right, we have this many. These people ordered it first. They get theirs first. If yours is one of them that's, that we have one for, you can come pick it up.
Because they don't really have, from what I understand, they don't have like an actual storefront.
They don't have a storefront, but they do offer local pickup if you're in the area, I guess. So,
well, I got lucky with Scorponok as well. I'm friends with a guy who runs a online a site shop over here, it's funny. A really big shop over here, Kapow, just announced to its customers, "Sorry, everyone, there's no more Scorponok. It's not being re-released. There's no more. Forget all about it. We're sorry if you ordered it from us." And I'm like, you liars, because like I'm getting one. I'm getting one from Robo Recruits, and he's already had them in, but I can't. I did have money put aside, but we spent the money on carpets. Very rock and roll, huh? So he's agreed to. He's going to hold that for me until the end of the month. So my Scorponok is sort of imminent, but less than 20 days away. So that's pretty exciting. Looking forward to that. I also have Trax coming probably next week.
Trax one does look interesting. I heard some bad things about it though, like some not so good things. But I'm still kind of.
I have. I have too, but I'm not too much of a purist. Okay. I don't like the flame effect on the bonnet, the hood. Is that right? Is that what you call the front?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like the flame effect on the hood, but I'm sure there'll be a sticker set for that.
There is like the one for Generations or whatnot. You can get that sticker, and that actually works right there, perfect for it.
Cool.
Because it's just the flame sticker. But they're going to come out with their own toy hexes. But I will say that any kind of QC issues they were having with, some of them were like having like a dented fender or something like that, where Trax was kind of like already like self-damaged. But those are pretty remote. That was really kind of the only issue. I didn't see anything else that was more widespread or nothing like that. But he's a good looking figure. I got the upgrade parts from Larkin's Lair. Really great dude. And I know we all know, but he 3D printed some parts and has an Etsy store, and like it has like the big huge missile rockets from G1 that you can put.
The white missiles for above his head.
Yeah, and has the blackout, or no, it's not a blackout. Blacklight gun, I think is what it is. Where it basically blacks out your foes or something like that, blinds them momentarily.
I saw the picture you shared of the little baggie with the stuff in there. Was there also Megatron, G2 Megatron shoulder cannon attachment?
No, those were the additions for Kingdom Rhinox for his chain guns to be bigger and more pronounced like they were in the show. Because he comes with chain guns, he comes with 2 of them, which is great, but they're super dinky in comparison with the actual Rhinox figure. So he made ones that were a little more, robust and looked accurate to the show.
Cool. He was kind enough to hook me up with a sword for Jetfire, which was for my birthday, which was really nice of him. Sharp as hell. Honestly, you could kill a baby with that. Not that I would want to. Not that I recommend it.
And now the live stream is down.
Oh, it's Kyle's phrase. Look, not allowed.
Yeah, I had to. The lights are kind of burning up now, so I'm gonna give them a little rest.
So we talked briefly about the Fan First Friday. What are your thoughts on that, Crimson? Is there anything in there that you must have?
Yeah, all of it.
Of course.
He needs 3 of everything.
I mean, I'm pretty excited about that Perceptor. I got the Aura Legends Titans Return Perceptor, and it's good. It's colored more closer to the cartoon than it is the toy, how the Titans Return one was. But it's always kind of been lacking a little bit because Perceptor should be a headmaster. It just doesn't make any. I mean, it makes sense for him, but it doesn't make sense in the context of what we know of the character. But this 86 one looks amazing, and I can't wait for a blaster coming next year because that's the next obvious step, Oh,
is that the Kingdom Rodimus right there?
Yes, it is.
I want to touch that.
See, I want like Rodimus's hands to be like duplicated for every Transformer figure deluxe and up going forward. I would like that.
His thumb doesn't move.
His thumb doesn't have to move. He's got a whole 5mm weapon.
Yeah, that's true. Cool. That's true. Yeah. Well,
but if he can point,
yes.
I mean, how many times have we seen Megatron, or even more so, Optimus Prime, like point, right? And then Rodimus does it one time, and like it's assigned to him as like his trademark move. And I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah,
did you know it's his trademark move?
Because this is the end of the road, Galvatron.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, as much as I don't like the character, like I love that that figure looks amazing. I can't wait.
You don't like the character? Not allowed.
No, I've never liked Rodimus Prime. Never. I'm a big Ultra Magnus fan, big Optimus Prime fan. So
I like the giant hot rod, basically. It's a giant hot rod with more complicated transformation.
I feel like sometimes I sound like a broken record because I say it all the time, but like I love the hot rod character. And one of the reasons I don't like Rodimus Prime is not because of he got the Matrix, or anything like that. It's because he took Hot Rod away from me more than anything else because I wanted to see more Hot Rod.
Yeah, lots of people are like, "Oh, Hot Rod killed Prime." That's not the issue here in the movie.
Right.
Rodimus killed Hot Rod, and I agree. I liked Hot Rod. I thought he was really, really cool. But and when he came back briefly in Dark Awakening, it was such a tease because he got the Matrix back in the end and became Rodimus again, didn't he?
Yeah, see, and TF Concept says he's getting SS86 Hot Rod tomorrow. It really is like the best figure.
He just passed his GCSEs, which is like past high school, I guess is the equivalent. So he said that if he does well in those big exams, that he was going to get treated to a transformer. And so congratulations on your results, Vern.
Awesome.
Yeah, congrats.
TF Concepts, and enjoy Hot Rod because he is pretty cool.
You said GSC, like Golf Sierra Echo?
GCSE, Golf Charlie Sierra Echo. That's what the exams are called over here. GCSEs. And Vern really wanted a Matrix as well. I know that for his work, and you'll be getting one with your Hot Rod, so that's cool. There's one in there as well.
I want that Rodimus.
Hello, Kyle. I am Rodimus.
Touch.
That's a hard voice to do, actually, Rodimus, because it's not really putting a voice on the voice actor, is he? It's just like a straight kind of voice, really. You either sound like the guy or you don't.
Yeah.
Right. Well, it has more of an effect to it than like Hot Rod's effect would be.
That's true.
More bass.
I've been filming. I had to cast a Rodimus actually for my. I'm going to do a plug. I'm going to shameless plug. I got a stop motion coming on my channel probably in a week or two. I just finished filming it tonight, and it's going to be going out to the voice actors over the weekend. So there you go. Well, that killed it all, didn't it? It's called. Thank you. Well, funny you should mention that. It's called. It's called The Making of a Prime. So there you go. Ooh, there's a clickbaity title, isn't it? Put Rodimus on the
video. It's a montage of all the times Optimus Prime dies,
and we'll put Prime on the on. Oh no, which Prime? Optimus Prime. I only have a tiny Optimus Prime to hand, or Rodimus Prime. Who is the Prime? No, I do have a proper Optimus Prime. Who
is the Prime of Primes?
Yes,
obviously Rodimus, because Optimus got what was coming.
Should have just blasted Megatron and Hot Rod and be damned with it.
Yeah. No, he got what was coming, which is why, I mean, everybody always talks about in Star Wars, like Han shot first, Greedo shot first. Same basic concept. Except Prime didn't.
See, but in that concept, Han shot only. Greedo never had a chance to fire. That was added later on.
True.
No, that's true.
But I do like the people. I saw it a lot during back during the Trump-Hillary election cycle. And someone at one of the Democrat conventions was holding up a sign that said Greedo shot first. I was like, that's my guy right there.
Greedo shot first. That would be me.
I want to know about that guy.
Yeah, that would be me at a political rally. I'd just be there with something nonsensical, like Hot Rod didn't kill Prime or something like that.
Prime had what was coming his way.
And okay, so I know we joke about it all the time because it is funny, but it's like I know sometimes it can get kind of like people can be like, no, it's Prime killed Prime, or Hot Rod did kill Prime, or and the whole issue with it is that Hot Rod said, Optimus, forgive me, I'm sorry, I got in the way, man, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Can you think about my bad, man, my bad.
Honestly, he put the blame on himself when he had an easy out. It's like, hey, Prime didn't shoot.
I mean, I like the IDW where they kind of retold that story in a different setting, and Hot Rod just transformed out. And I was like, oh, why didn't he do that in the movie? Like, I know, the script reads him. He doesn't read the script. But it's like, that would have been such a good save. But looking at that moment, though, even Megatron, like, he's grabbing Hot Rod, he's grappling with him because he's grappling with him. And then for a momentary second, Megatron's like, Prime isn't firing. Then I'm going to fire. And so Hot Rod doesn't really have enough time to do something. And Prime's trying to, make sure he's not going to shoot, Hot Rod in an accident. But it's just like, because he doesn't want to be responsible for any Autobot deaths because Megatron's done enough that day. So.
Also, no one was watching though, so Prime had an easy out too. He could have been like Megatron. Megatron shot him.
Yeah, he could have been. Yeah.
Prime was being too much of a goody two shoes, and you got what was coming. I am waiting for the kill yourself comments to come in now.
Well, then there's people that are like, well, really the real killer is Perceptor, because Perceptor didn't know what he was doing, and he was just like, I fear these wounds are mortal. It's just like, oh crap!
Well,
like,
and they
weren't know what you're doing.
They weren't mortal, so they're like, oh, if the wounds are fatal, then we might as well just let him die peacefully. But all the time, they weren't. He could have been fixed quite easily.
I mean, we don't know what Perceptor did right before that scene. He could have been digging in there and ruined something, and he was like, then we see the scene and we're like, I'm afraid the wounds are fatal. Like,
now.
Yeah, he's just sitting there, he's digging along, and all of a sudden you hear a pop sound. It's like, oh, what that? Oh no, I cut a wire. I fear the wounds are fatal. Thank God no one here's a fucking medic.
Yeah, where was Ratchet? Oh.
Well, he was torn into pieces on the shuttle that crashed. we never see that shuttle, right? That has like the bodies of like melted Ironhide and Brawn, and with his shoulder missing, only his shoulder missing. So it's like maybe Brawn survived, but then the crash when the Decepticons all jumped out of the shuttle and the shuttle just crashed of like some part off away from in the suburbs or something of Cybertron or of Autobot City.
That's a good point. We never saw that shuttle like crash.
Yeah, Braun's like, I'm still alive.
He's struggling at the controls in the dying seconds of the shuttle. Like, I will save myself. No, too late. That would be an interesting stop motion to like do, maybe the hidden scenes from. I've always thought like the scenes that weren't filmed.
Surprise! Ironhide's not dead.
He's the most dead, I think.
Oh, well, maybe
he's
Braun was maybe Braun was alive, right? And he's like, right. He saw the exit to the shuttle, and he's like, "This is my way out," right? And then like Hot Rod's zooming in, and he's just like, "Decepticons!" He's like not even looking, and he shoots Braun.
Braun's at the hole in the side, thinking, "My only chance is to jump out and hope for a soft landing." Oh, Hot Rod, no! But yeah, I've always thought that like animating the whole movie is like something that a few people have tried and a few people will try again, and that's cool. But like if I did it, which I won't, I would include those scenes that were storyboarded. Was that right? They were storyboarded. I think a few scenes were drawn, but in rough, a few Autobots like Trax and Red Alerts, they unload from the back of Ultra Magnus and have a fight with Devastator, isn't it? That would be a cool thing.
Sideswipe, Red Alert, and they all transform off of it because Ultra Magnus has those shoulder-mounted rocket launchers, right? So everybody was like a bunch of missile launchers guys, right? And they all fire at Devastator after the Dinobots, took him out, right? And or the Dinobots were taken out, except for Slag. Slag just walked away. He could have kept firing. He could have kept flaming them down, but no, he just walked away. He's done. So they blow them apart. The Constructicons, come back to robot mode, and then they start firing at everybody. Then Red Alert dies. He gets shot in the back as they're trying to retreat, which I never quite liked because. Yes, they had just blown up Devastator. Like that was their trump card, right? For this battle, that was their trump card. So hold the line. Don't run away from Constructicons. Hold the line. But whatever.
Wasn't there? There's also a moment where Mirage gets killed, isn't there? Oh, Mirage kills Bombshell, and then Megatron shoots Mirage. Is that right?
Right. So before. When the city is transforming, there's a scene where like it kind of slides out, kind of like a one of those old wooden square kind of. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about, but my grandpa made one of them for me. But they're like a sliding out periscope. So imagine that periscope is slid out, but it's horizontal, right? And then it's that wood block is going into that bigger wood block. But there's windows cut out into it, and Mirage is firing from those. And then Megatron comes over. He flies over, fires at near point blank to Mirage, blows him up. and then the rest of the city keeps transforming as Megatron flies over, and then the next scene is him shooting at where the doors where the Autobots are running around, right? And just like Insecticons, breach their defenses.
Breach their defenses.
Right. Then you see then that scene continues on. So that's where Mirage would have died. And you would have saw Trailbreaker, his dead body would have been when the Decepticons were leaving and retreating and Astro Train, and you would have saw Trailbreaker kind of leaned over dead. Yeah. Yes, right in that scene, yes.
So it turns out his force field wasn't good enough.
It wasn't. He had his force field turned off like an idiot.
I like to think that the Autobots all the Transformers that they said died that we never saw, they lived. And they just carried on. They got reassigned to Cybertron or something like that. I don't know. Like we never saw Shockwave die. Like he just got.
They lived in animation errors for sure.
yeah, that's true. That's true. But like when you've got a government job and you do bad, they send you to the worst department in Alaska. They send you to the Alaskan driving license bureau or something just to get you out of the way. Like that's what they did to Shockwave because he didn't defend Cybertron very well or something.
You do see his cartoon model later, like in a Constricticon colored cartoon model, but
I remember
Shockwave, when you see the building, Unicron's raising up his hand, he's directly in front of Shockwave's building. And, Shockwave's like, Decepticons, we're under attack, scramble! And then you start seeing, like, these lights and stuff started kind of coming through the tower, right? Like, it's, like, shattering apart. Well, that's supposed to be Unicron is grabbing that tower and squeezing it, and Shockwave dies in it. But you could edit it in a way where... And I'm always surprised nobody really kind of does these kind of things. I don't know if it's because they're side of, afraid of copyright or whatever. Because there's so many out there on YouTube that are not afraid of copyright. But they could make it to where Unicron raises up his hand, it's about to come down, show Shockwave, like Decepticons scramble, and then cut that off with Unicron's hand coming down and just smashing it. And then you can come up with the jets firing and stuff like that, so that all could have worked like that. But that's how he was supposed to die. So.
Yeah, you're right. You could have cut that slightly differently and left no misunderstanding that Shockwave got killed. Crisped Raptor Studios, a friend of yours, Crimson. He says, "Am I the only?"
Out there.
There's loads of raptors out there. He says, "Am I the only one who thinks that a season 3 should have been in between season 2 and the movie?" Well, you do get the Scramble City, which is the Japanese 3-parter, or is it a 1-part? I don't know, but it's out there on YouTube with a half-tidy dub. I think I've watched that on YouTube with a better dub than you get for the Headmasters. So have a look for that.
Technically, there's 2 parts to it, but really, there's only one. It just was never completed. Like basically, the battle continues on in 5 Faces of Darkness, but the second part is just a stop motion kind of retelling of like the Metroplex Tripticon kind of battle, and then Galvatron and Ultra Magnus showing up to do battle and stuff like that. So it's kind of like a weird like it doesn't quite belong, right? Because if the idea is, if 5 Faces of Darkness is right, with Perceptor saying, oh, well, Metroplex's cog was destroyed in the Great Battle in Autobot City. Well, we don't. Come on. Like, if the city could transform into a robot, don't you think they would have done that? Just saying. But maybe he wasn't complete. Okay, fine, whatever. But then the Scramble City doesn't make any sense, right? Because if he was a robot there, about ready to battle Tripticon rises out of the ocean, which... that's possible because the Decepticons have built large bases and stuff before. All they needed was energy. They have plenty of energy. They've gotten so much of it from the Insecticons raids. And so the whole reason why they made the Insecticons out of Decepticon science was to harvest energy from non-mechanical worlds. And so they eat organic matter and they process it, right? And so they have all these Insecticons, and that's what's attacking the Autobot City, is this horde of Insecticons. That's why Perceptor says, cursor evaluation, we're out, basically we're outnumbered. Which from the onset of it, looking at it, they're not outnumbered. What are you talking about? Like, there should be tons of Autobots in the city, but they're outnumbered because of all the Insecticons that are there too, the clones of the Insecticon.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, you're right. The Decepticons are always the ones that are outnumbered. The idea being that they are more powerful. And so that isn't it. So the Decepticons are warriors, like Huffer said. We're not fighters like they are, Prime.
We're not fighters like they are, Prime.
Sweep 2 wants to be noticed by you, AHM1K. Are you going to notice him? Yay or nay?
Not allowed.
I will elect undecided.
Undecided. Stick around, Sweep 2. Your moment could come.
Are we going to see
Kyle is Kyle, are you voting present? Is that what you're doing?
I'm voting present.
You're taking I know this. The 5th. Is that what it's called?
I plead the 5th.
Well, no,
I will not say anything that will incriminate me.
Yeah, there's that too. Yeah, but it was more like abstaining, I think, is what you would mean, like from a vote or something.
Yeah, it definitely fits more with the how most of our senators vote. They just vote present rather than actually vote.
Yeah, it's like, oh, great. You didn't even need to be there. Fantastic. Thank you for voting present and not doing absolutely nothing.
They vote present for 6 years, and then at the end of that, they're like, "Hey, reelect me." Right? You did a good job.
I only did about 30% of my job. You want me for another 2 years?
Like, I showed up to work and took 0 personal days. Well, congratulations. You showed up. What'd you do? Nothing?
You know what is funny? I just happen to know this, but like C-SPAN used to, because they broadcast, the Senate and all that stuff, they used to pan around the rotunda so you could see like the senators and stuff and where they all sit and everything, not just the ones that get up on the podium to talk. And so what happened is when they were doing that, because transparency of the government, right? So when they were doing that, you would see where all these senators were like asleep and stuff like that, and so it made them look bad, because they're not paying attention. They're all just sitting there, they're tired, they're bored out of their mind, right? And so they all kind of got together and said, "Oh, we can't let people see us sleeping on the job. Like we're supposed to be representing the people, Like it's like, stop doing that, So they stopped doing it. That's why we don't ever see a pan around, right?
We not only do we get to see when our representatives are sleeping, but they always like show up in the newspaper, sleeping. Those green benches they sit on are very, very comfortable, apparently.
You guys get you guys over there get like a knockout, drag out fight sometimes. Like it looks like somebody's gonna start swinging somebody.
Oh yeah, it gets pretty feisty. Like I couldn't imagine like our. Oh my God, this is not why we're here, but I'll just say, our prime minister has to face questions from his opposite like every week, and it gets pretty heated. Like, can you imagine if Joe Biden or any president had to like go through the ringer once a week, every week, with the nation watching? I think Clinton once said, "I wouldn't like to do that."
Yeah, that is kind of crazy. I mean, you want a difference of opinion, but like honestly, like it's like, okay, look, I'm not gonna change this person's mind. This person's not gonna change my mind. This is a complete waste of time. Let's fight, Jerry.
Yeah,
here's my final thought.
Throw
hands, and whoever wins, wins that argument. That's a good way to settle
problems. Right. It would solve so many problems. Like, you have to go home and hang your head in shame. I'll be like, okay, which home do I go to? I have 5 of them.
You pick.
Have you got this, Crimson?
Let's see. It is. Oh yes, I do. Yeah.
Have you noticed the fusion cannon is different? It's got a longer back. I think it's a better fusion cannon.
It is, but I think I don't know if we've talked about this or not, but like I bought that, right? I pre-ordered it. Ended up getting 2 of them, and I was like, oh, okay, Well, I got two. Okay, so the reason why I get doubles and sometimes of them is because of if there's a quality control issue that people that we're unaware of, right? Then at least the chances are pretty good that I'm gonna have at least one good one out of them, right? Anyway, so I got him, and I was really excited. I mean, really excited because Generation 2, like that's if there's G1ers and there's beasties, then I'm a G2er, right? So I was so excited to get it. I open up the box and I look at him, and I'm just like, I am so disappointed. Like it was just such disappointment. And looking at it, like I was so happy to get him. Like the colors and everything are there, but then I started realizing the chest isn't right. Because that should be the tank front. The Larkin definitely fixed it with the upgrades and stuff, and putting the tank up or the turret up on top the fusion cannon. But I put him back in the box, and I haven't seen him since. So, but he looks cool in pictures. I'll say that. And if you have him next to Netflix Prime, because that's basically Generation 2, a darker blue coloring of Earthrise Optimus Prime, then yeah, right there. There you go. They look fantastic together. That is not your father's Autobot, as the Generation 2 comic said, which made no sense at the time, and it makes no sense now.
No, it makes perfect sense.
Well, this is actually toy accurate to G1 as well. It's a much darker blue on the G1 toy. It's just not accurate to the cartoon, I would say.
So that's weird because there's like 3 or 4 different versions of Generation 1 Optimus Prime. There's one with a bloated gun. There's one with a skinny gun like he had in Generation 2. There's one with bigger fists, and there's ones with like kind of a smaller fist set. I always had the one with because I had the G2 Optimus Prime, so that's all I had there. But I do know that there was like some kind of weird, almost like a purpley blue, like a violet almost kind of color. But I've never actually seen that in person. But yeah, I would say that is true to G1. But again, I have I think it's a 25th anniversary one I have that they had at Toys R Us or Target or one of those places. Mm-hmm. The one that comes with the little voice box that plays the sound and the transformation sounds and stuff, or music and the transformation sounds. And that has a lighter gray on it. So I don't know. I'm not sure if that's because don't you have your original G1 Prime?
No, I have a G1 Prime, and I couple it with my trailer. That's all I've got left from my childhood is my G1 trailer, and it's from the early '90s gold box reissue. It's not really a reissue because it's still G1, but yeah, you know what I mean. There you go, match of the G2s.
Chris, that looks so good. I still think it's funny. I'd never noticed this until I would say like years later after Transformers Animated that, hey, Slipstream has G2 Ramjet colors, but I never noticed that until like it's just like, man, why can't they just make a Earthrise Slipstream or a Siege Slipstream? It would be so nice officially. But Chris Raptor Studios says, bold of you to assume Hasbro would put any effort into something that isn't G1. Hey, that Black Arachnia, that Kingdom Black Arachnia, is a really amazing figure. Unfortunately, you have to go get the Worlds Collide pack to get her accurate orange spider legs. Yeah, they've done some really good stuff here lately with this War for Cybertron trilogy. I just wish they would do more.
Would you have the legs like that, which is kind of accurate to the toy, but it's also a bit cumbersome? Or would you have them like that?
Well, see, so if you have them back like that, then what happens is you get a weird side profile. But if he's on your display shelf, that looks great with having them in the back. But if you're trying to animate or something with him, you're probably going to want the wings to the side. It's going to be easier. Okay. My personal thoughts.
No, that's good. That's good. Moving on.
You have Sandstorm too, right?
I have him on pre-order, but he hasn't arrived yet.
Yeah, because that's a Desert Storm Ramjet. So
that's what I'm going to call him, Desert Storm, because for me, Sandstorm is an Autobot.
Chocolate chip Ramjet.
We've got Nacelle from our friend Enput over at Enput's Toy Reviews and Stop Motion. and he looks
Yeah,
beautiful.
I thought that was really cool that Robot Recruits did that. Like as like a limited kind of exclusive run. That's really awesome. I can't believe that.
That was very cool. Yeah. Although these wings on the back, they look a bit like the England flag, which is fine. Which is fine. But like that's what they kind of remind me of. But I see what he's done because the original, Nacelle was born out of a picture of an unreleased model, wasn't he, from G1
As
of
a
a thrust with white wings?
Yes, a prototype thrust that was blue, and
With white wings and red
it
turbines.
was Thundercracker. It was Thundercracker with thrusts, kind of wing set. Is kind of what it was. It was really weird looking. So it was a little too red, white, and blue. Basically, it was too American. So they had to change it to a different color to make them, not look so patriotic for the Decepticons. I'm guessing that's how it went. That's all hearsay. Yeah, Input does a great job with those customs. Really, really great job.
Yeah, beautiful. The gold in the boosters there. Very nice.
So I think I'm starting to think that because Nacelle, because he's been working on like a custom of that of the cartoon version.
I am very envious of his custom work.
like a G1 cartoon, artist interpretation that was taken from like the character model sheets, and then somebody requested commission for him to make one for that Nacelle, and it looks really good, and it does make him a unique Seeker. But the more I look at the Sparkless Seeker that you sent me, Ultra Marcus, the more I want him to be Nacelle, and I think it just kind of works out a little bit better.
Yeah. Well,
because you never really got to see in the background anyway.
You can have a go at that, can't you? Because you've got more Sparkless Seekers now.
Yes. And I'm having a hard time. I'm trying to crack
How many
their.
Seekers you up to now?
A zombie army's worth.
I do. I have 5. But the one I received as a gift, that's the anyway.
That's his favorite one. That's from me. That's his favorite one that he's never going to custom.
Well, you're right. Yeah. You can't see me crossing my fingers, but yeah.
I think Input did exactly the same as well, mate. I sent him a Sparkless Seeker.
So I took one of the second ones and I was trying to crack out the windshield because I want to get the clear orange windshield and put that on the Nacelle so they all kind of match, And I can't crack it out because it's freaking glued. And Starscream, I think some Thundercrackers and a Skywarp, most those don't have glue. Well, actually, I guess I haven't really cracked open Skywarp because I only have one, so I'm not going to. But the Thundercrackers and Starscreams usually come out pretty easily, and I don't know why we're having so much trouble. And Hotlink too comes out easily, so I don't know why we're having so much trouble with these Sparkless spots. I guess this is the one where they were supposed to put glue in them the whole time, and they finally brought up the quality control on the ones that were dead. So when you try to crack them out, you'll end up breaking the cockpit and stuff, and it's dangerous. You don't want to do that. So I don't know how to get that glue off because I just want to get one chest, pop out the cockpit, and then swap it with the one that you gave me so that yours will be the star with the orange cockpit.
I will allow it.
They'll allow it this time.
Ian White says Nacelle with an English accent. He's down for that.
Hello, my name's Nacelle, don't you know? Or was that not quite the accent you meant? Oh, I'm Nacelle. I'm going to take over from Starscream and I'm going to be the goddamn air commander.
Well, first I got to get out of the background.
Yeah. First, I need a world-class storyline. Who's going to write it for me? AHM1K.
Pass.
Well, you would, but you haven't. Pass. At first, you need a Nacelle.
Exactly.
What else do I need?
I am not going to custom one. I have learned just how good my custom work is by evidence of this awesome, really kick-ass paint. Oh, yeah, really kick-ass paint pen work where you could see the blue showing through right there because I didn't even bother.
Paint pen time.
Oh yeah.
See, I know like I don't know if
Hey,
you have like a
G-Rex.
hobby shop or something nearby, Kyle, but like a Hobby Town USA. You have any of those nearby?
USA.
They usually carry. I mean, because I know Hobby Lobby does not, but usually like a Hobby Town or some of those model shops, if they're still around, they carry Tamiya spray paints, and some of them they have are like just the regular Tamiya, or they're the ones like that are meant for polycarbonate, which would be like race car bodies, like they're supposed to be super durable. You might want to look at those to do some customs if you want, because that's what some people have done, like when they're using like the Seekers and stuff, because if they're wanting to color joints and things like that, they're pretty durable.
I'm just going to say hello to the chat because we've had a row.
What's a row?
We've had a telling off. We've been scolded. We've been naughty. Sweep 2 has given us a row for not looking at the chat. So hello, chat.
Well, we are watching. We are.
Who is better, AMH1K or somebody else? Well, obviously AMH1K because it's
obviously
his
not
stream.
me. No, I'm going to say obviously not me because
he's going to be the controversial opinion, right?
But isn't apocalyptic?
I'm not familiar with who that is.
He's in the Discord, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
he is.
Yeah, he's the one
he doesn't go by that, then, does he?
I think he does. We haven't seen him in a while. Is it something else?
Take a look at Galvatron without all that gunk on his chest.
Yeah, he goes by I think it's Hemi, isn't it? Yeah.
And his feet.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Galvatron looks so good.
Yeah, without all that rubbish on him.
So, do you want to send me the King Galvatron and Rodimus? You want to do it up? By just sending me your figures? No questions asked.
Into the road, Galvatron. And Galvatron's like, no, I just got out of the bath.
I actually comparing the two next to each other, it looks like Galvatron just left the gym.
Yeah, he certainly does.
Right? He's super swole.
Especially with the way you have him posed, too. He's just sitting there like, so up. Hey, how's it going?
He's like that Ralphie's little brother in A Christmas Story. He's like, I can't put my arms down.
Exactly.
That big old
it's like I just broke 658 on my bench. I just benched 658, so can't quite put my arms down.
Galvatron walks in. He's like, where's Optimus Prime? I'm ready to show him up. And people are like, Optimus Prime is dead. And so Galvatron just walks away.
He's got the same shoulders as Hot Rod, sadly. He's got no collarbone, no clavicle.
Well, unfortunately, when Rodimus does it looks like he's trying to T-pose.
Yes, yeah, T-pose extraordinaire right here.
So I can't quite see it on Rodimus Prime, but I know on Hot Rod, I've never noticed this until I think somebody had mentioned it or something, and it like they were making fun of Hot Rod or something. You know, who does that, right? But they were
how original,
right? But they were saying that Hot Rod was wearing a button-down shirt underneath his torso plate, and I looked at him and I was like, oh my god, like he's wearing like the same kind of shirts I would wear. Like that the little collar, you know, and then it's open, like the top button's not buttoned. It's got a couple of them that aren't buttoned. And I was just like, that's crazy. But then I thought it was very 80s of him to wear something like that, because Judd Nelson used to wear something like that in like some of the movies and stuff like that, where he'd have like a sweater or something around it, and then the inside would be the button-down shirt.
There's your backpack. It's not too bad.
Yeah, but he's got to have his kidneys. He's got to store his kidneys somewhere, right?
And
His Energon goodies. See, now that's weird. Like, so it's weird. It comes down like Soundwave's chest,
I thought so
Like-
too. Yeah.
but it's really the only way to make it right because there's so many different ways they've done it in animation. They've done it to where like this little part like opens up like an entertainment center, like in just the flame section, or it's like a cabinet where just one part of the flame, one set of flames has hinges and the other part doesn't. So I guess that's really the only way to make it look good without everything else.
Height comparison.
Question. Yeah,
Question?
one of them
Have we
belongs
missed a
there, and one
question?
of them should just go back to the fucking grave.
Why not?
Wrong choice.
Did I get it right? What? Pew 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 pew.
Shots fired.
Oh, I didn't. I've been animating with Wheeljack, and I didn't want to lose his thing, so I stuck it on there.
Makes sense.
So
what would you say?
so
your
Ian asked a
favorite
question.
Life Prime is.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to bring up. And I've noticed, so I have my notifications on, and I mean, obviously for you, but I don't get the Life of Prime pushes as often. Because I remember one time you were asking me, like, oh, didn't you see like the recent Life of Prime episode? And I was like, I think so. Well, then like later that day, I went to go back and look, and I was like, why didn't I get a notification for this? Are those immediately flagged as like 18 plus or something? Like they're not pushing a notification because of it?
Probably. I don't know actually, because sometimes I've never had one that's actually YouTube has marked as 8 for. I've only had one video that YouTube age gated, and that was God, that was the one where it was a stupid live. It was a sketch comedy thing that got age gated. I don't know why that wouldn't happen. I always suggest because when they're like, "What kind of language in there?" I always say strong, very strong language.
Moderate to strong.
Moderate is moderate implies the F word isn't used every other word.
Well, see, I wonder
And
too.
a lot of
'cause,
times I
like,
don't even
okay,
write that in there.
so I know that like if they do, oh, I don't know what I'm doing in that screen. Let me go back here. So I know like if you do like you can do like the personalized notifications where like if you haven't seen something in a while, like let's say for example like the live shows I do, right? Well, let's say like people watch the animation but they don't watch the live shows, then they'll get notified for the animations, but they won't get notifications for the live show unless they actually go and look at it. Now that's how the personalization is supposed to work, but I think from what I've understood, because remember when we were talking about how like your account got flagged as for kids, and so like input notifications didn't work, but mine did. And then the way to fix inputs was to have him unsubscribe and resubscribe, and then that went back to normal. But it was like something YouTube had done to your channel. So I mean, you certainly didn't flag it for as for kids. So like they
No,
just
I can
decided
imagine I did a Life of Prime video where Optimus Prime like fuck you nonstop. And I went, this seems like this is going to educate the children of America.
Sweep 2 asks a good question. He wants to know if he's the most annoying person in chat.
No, I am.
I wouldn't. Good save. Good save. Good save.
Oh, you got little core bots.
Yeah, little core bots. Got a Prime too, but he's a bit out of place being the only Autobot.
Ooh, Optimus Prime is what's that called? Photobombing? He's photobombing.
Going back to the Life of Prime question, Brawl's Kitchen. I laughed hysterically at everything I did. Mostly because it's all improv. Nothing is scripted. Ooh, why not go use? Why not go found me?
Go fund me.
Oh, GoFundMe or whatever it is called for the the Omega Supreme thing. That was a joke. The Omega Supreme Discord thing I did yesterday or day before, I was joking. I don't really want anyone to buy me anything or give me anything. I don't want free stuff. Fuck. Well, that's not just a flex in the background. Just like, oh hey, cool. I take it back. I want all the cool stuff in the world, and I don't want to pay for a single bit of it.
Oh, it's Ultra Marcus's baby boy.
Yeah. He's still down here on my desk as opposed to upstairs in my collection room because there's just no space for him upstairs. So he lives down here as a desk ornament with my newest bots. That explains that the bots I have on my desk down here are always my newest ones, and at the end of every month I take them upstairs and they find their new home in the collection room. So what I've been showing off today, as I say, apart from Omega, is all of this month's bots.
So I think that Reflector's taking the photo, right, of Soundwave, Megatron, and Starscream, and then Omega shows up, and Reflector's like, "Oh, we're not going to get out of this one today."
This is important. I need to have Metroplex flipping off the camera in shot.
And I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it is thundering really bad here now.
Oh yeah, I have that too. I'm apparently under tornado watch.
Cool.
So if my stream suddenly cuts out randomly, just know that I've been hit by a tornado.
Will it carry on with me and Crimson? Can we start swearing and talking about
I mean, you can anyways right now. I have been.
Age inappropriate things. Like paying taxes and things like that.
I will say that if a tornado does hit here, then what'll happen is that I'll just hide underneath the Unicrons and I'll be okay.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought you said they were lightweight. Those Unicrons aren't going to support it.
Yeah, but Chaos Bringer, right? He'll bring chaos to things that are attacking him.
I would almost think because he's the Chaos Bringer, it's going to be like a tornado magnet at that point. There we go. No.
I always like. I don't know how weathermen are in your area, Marcus, but I always like how the weather men will say something like, "Oh, it's about a 40% chance of rain," and you look outside and you're like, "It's raining," and you're like, "No, I think it's more like 100% chance." Where are you getting 40%?
I get that inconsistency from the weather app on my phone as well. It's like when I get up in the morning to go to work, I'm like, what do I wear? Do I dress for a sunny day or a rainy day? And I look at my phone and it says, 30% chance of rain, and it's raining cats and dogs outside. I'm like, you were 70% off there. It's 100% raining.
Oh, hey Kyle, did you ever find Scamper, the little black car that comes with Metroplex?
No.
Oh yeah.
Damn it.
I don't know where it would be because it wasn't where it should be, which is frustrating. I even actually went looking for it. I couldn't remember why I was looking for it, but now that you reminded me, I now remember why I was looking for it because you mentioned it.
You haven't unpacked all of the figures, right?
No, hardly.
I wonder if he's hiding in a box somewhere.
Probably in their boxes.
Sweep 2 says, Metroplex is bigger than Omega. Can you confirm that? Yeah, Crimson? That's true, is it?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's a 2 feet tall, and Metroplex is 2 feet tall, and Omega is, I think, 18 inches tall up to the head, and it's just little tracks that make him taller.
Well, that's made Kyle happy. Look at that. Mine's bigger than Ultra Marcus's.
Yeah, really really honestly, I think like Omega should be. Let's just say let's compare it to the little core class bots, right? Omega is a pretty good size, but I would almost say let's double the size of Omega, just to just because it would look cool, right? But in the Golden Lagoon, like Starscream is sitting on top of Omega's chest, so technically what you got right there is the scale, Marcus. But if that's the case, then Metroplex should be at least 4 or 5 feet tall, like that one guy that was 3D printing his in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Off.
Well, in the Secret of Omega Supreme and Optimus Prime are sitting down cross-legged on the ground, like they're having a picnic or something.
Yeah, it's really awkward.
Yeah. So orcs.
It's not allowed. That's why it was just the two of them. It was taboo to sit cross-legged in a forest.
I mean, all that was missing was one of them just singing and birds coming and other forest creatures as well.
Yeah.
Beachcomber was in the background riding around like, why can't we all be one with the universe?
That is such an awkward episode, right through and through.
Oh, yeah. There are a couple like that.
Yeah, and I like the backstory, right? Like Marcus, you and I had this conversation, but like I like the backstory because it gives the Constructicons more history, and it gives Omega more history. But I don't like the weird Star Trek Next Generation type of creature that's in that episode. Like I feel like we could have done without that, perhaps, but it is important to the story as well.
The Robo Smasher. Is that right?
Well, no, the little like the bird thing that comes out of the asteroid. That's what the Constructicons are mining for energy and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the asteroid is like an egg or something like that. That's when Beachcomber says, I was like, why can't we all be one with the universe? And Track says, we're about to become one with the pavement,
Ian White's got a good point. G1, very nostalgic, but 90% of the time it makes no sense. Now, like the Bay people and the G1 people will go at it. Good-natured, of course, and the G1ers, and I am a G1er, will act like all morally superior as if they've got a better crafted product, but it makes so little sense most of the time. It's poorly animated. And so we're a fine bunch to talk, to be honest with you. I think the nostalgia in it lies for me with like the toys of the 80s. I didn't see many of the cartoon back in the day. They didn't air much of it over here. So the nostalgia for me definitely lies in like the toys and playing with the toys and making up my own headcanon and stuff like that.
Well,
and then you watch the show and realize it's all wrong.
Yeah, I remember. I remember I acquired the show in like the early days of the internet. It took like a month to download the whole thing. Ooh, look at that, columns.
I was just playing.
Yeah, I saw the cartoon first in like the early 2000s. I mean, not saw it first. I first saw all of it. And there were dozens upon dozens of episodes I'd never even seen, and I was like, "What the hell is this? This makes no sense. Why are there 9 Constructicons making Megatron? That's not right." But all fun and games. If we're only going to have one Transformer in there, then we're going to have baby Megatron.
Well, that's I don't know. I don't really count the animation errors when it comes to post movie and stuff like that, is like, because it makes no sense the Constructicons make Megatron. It would work for like a nice little lore story, like, hey, they created Megatron and then they were under, I don't know, a project or something, right? Like Project Defend Cybertron or something, and he just kind of goes after Rocker and wants to take over, and so the Constructicons are like in disgrace. And so they're just like, well, you know what? We're just going to hang around and, just kind of roam the countryside and, do what we do. And then like, hey, there's our old buddy Omega Supreme. How you doing? Yeah, we helped you build Crystal City. Remember when we weren't bad guys and created Megatron, who's destroying everything?
Back in the good old days.
Yeah, it makes for awkward conversations.
How am I going to do it? Okay, there we go.
Has he got fully articulated all five digits?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Cool.
They all move in one direction. But I mean, I just gotta flex my maturity here.
Could you not put a robot on screen, Crimson? I mean, I hate to if you can't, if it's not practical, then that's fine. But sometimes you have a nice robot for us to look at.
I could, yeah. I mean,
don't worry. Oh, I could. Don't worry. You're fine as you are. Don't worry.
I've only got 3 brand new Unicrons.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah, I'm only unbox. Are you going to do an unboxing stream or anything like that? Is that, or is it going to be a private moment?
So I don't know. I got 3 chances for it, right?
I suppose so. Yeah,
yeah. I don't know. It's gonna be a moment. I'm my deal is more focusing on the trailer and stuff like that. But me, and then now that I got that Cybertronian Bumblebee,
do you have a possible release date for your trailer? Next weekend, is it, or week coming up?
Yeah, I want to, but like,
don't want to commit. Not. I see what you mean.
Commit. There's so many delays, and it's frustrating. It's not just frustrating. Like, I know there's been just a couple people that have kind of been asking me, and it's I love them for keeping on me for it. I really do, but it also is like I am also my own worst enemy and keeping myself up on it.
Right.
So let me see. What are we? Oh, we're vertical, so I gotta go vertical. Hold on. Let's see, does this work? It's a blue screen. Why is it? Oh, that's right, because the camera's flipped around. Hold on. Camera. Can I flip it?
Ultramarker somewhat sound like a bully. Oh, what? When I made Crimson turn his camera on?
No.
We're actually like so good friends. We message all the time.
Yeah, we do. That's what we do. That's how we become chill. So this is obviously it's Hot Rod and RC and Red Alert. And
yeah.
So like
nice shoulder cannon on Red Alert.
Yeah,
is that the new? Is that the Kingdom?
No, it's not the Kingdom, but I did order those from Hasbro Pulse because they're on the website for Hasbro Pulse. Right. And the Kingdom spoiler box is coming too because it finally showed up in stock again on Hasbro Pulse for like the 4th time, and I finally it's just sitting there. So I was just like, dude, got to get that now. I already have the Megatron, but now I don't know what I'll do with the Megatron. Anyway, but no, that's the non-F upgrade with the gun for Red Alert.
Oh yeah, nice.
The missile launcher, and the missile does come out. So that's how you got it mold injected with the red tip.
Are you set up there for is that a little scene in the trailer that you sort of in the middle of working on?
Yeah.
You've been working him too hard, Crimson. You've been working that Red Alert too hard. He's collapsing on the job.
So normally my anchor mount is like up here, right? So it kind of looks this direction.
Bye, Sweep 2. Just going to say thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, see Sweep 2. But I have changed my anchor mount to where it's like upside down, like that.
Okay.
So normally it's the other way around, right? And so that way I can get like that angled shot, that low angle shot, like the Power Ranger shot, right?
Dynamic shot. I'm big into that kind of stuff. Nice dynamic angles. Yeah, nice.
So what's happening is it actually was shown in the teaser where Red Alert, Hot Rod, and RC they're driving, and the Red Alert says something like, "It'd be hard to miss 86 city blocks of explosions," and that's to reference to a whole other thing. But it's in reference to when Larkin's Lair says a 6-gun, he says, like, I'll investigate it. And so then Red Alert says, like, it'd be hard to miss 86 city blocks of explosions. And so they're driving and stuff. Well, this is the flip of that scene where they've transformed. And I guess I'll give you a little exclusive. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So Red Alert will actually be yelling out like Decepticons inbound and Inferno, where are you? And then
Yes,
so
the famous
right.
line.
Yeah, so I had to put that in the trailer, right? But this is like where they're going, and then you're gonna see the Seekers will be flying past. So, but it's a shot I can't do by myself. I don't have a whole rig where I can have like aerial stuff come by and everything like that. I'd love to have something like that set up.
Yeah, amen.
But I got to wait till the girl gets home and then we can shoot this. And
Oh, that's cute. That's
Yep.
cute. That was so patronizing of me. So that's nice
No,
that she can help you. That she'll help you.
Yeah,
I can't
totally
drag
will.
the other half off his PS5 to come and hold a figure for me. You tell me where to shove it. Oh, cool. RC's gun, very nice.
Oh, damn it.
Is that a third-party gun, or did you spray paint her gun? Paint her
No,
gun?
this is the Thrilling 30. So she comes with two
Oh.
guns. She comes with the pink one, and she comes with the little pistol she had in the movie. So the pink gun is supposed to kind of represent the it kind of represents the rifle she had in Five Faces, but not really. But I actually did get a third-party upgrade kit for the Earthrise RC. Unfortunately, these are not 5mm peg holes, so she can't hold those. The Thrilling 30 can't, but I'll make it work. So
Yeah.
and then Hot Rod, good old standby.
Shit.
There he is.
Man, it is really thundering outside. I don't know if you guys.
No, I can't hear it, unfortunately. We turn the sound up.
Yeah, I'm not hearing any of that.
I reckon he's lying. I reckon he's lying to make friends. We're already friends with you. You don't need to lie to us.
For bad weather, I'm under tornado watch.
See what's we missed something in the chat. It says legendary Shin Gonzilla BR. He says AAD all think the Dinobot should have been in Transformers Prime.
No,
Thoughts?
absolutely not. Like that they were not there.
Marcus, have you watched Transformers Prime? I don't think you have.
I'm just gonna bluff this. And I'm gonna bluff this. Well, I thought that the story was really, really strong in Transformers Prime, and more Transformers might have muddied the water. Like I think the problem with War for Cybertron is they tried to do too much with only 18 episodes, and I think therein lies a little bit of the struggle they faced. So I feel like adding the Dinobots to what was already a strong lineup in Prime might, even though it would have been nice to have seen them, might have sort of diluted the story a little bit. Did I do okay?
Spoken like a true professional.
Yeah, because Transformers Prime that had like the Predacons Rising and all that stuff, and that really didn't really would have not made sense to have the Dinobots as well, because we kind of already had that story in Fall of Cybertron where Shockwave kind of experimented on, not created, but experimented on Autobots to create the Dinobots.
Yeah.
And although that was cool, I like it that they were just on Earth, but whatever, they're awesome characters. But even in like you were saying, Marcus, in War for Cybertron, in the War for Cybertron trilogy, it wouldn't have worked. In Transformers Prime, it wouldn't have made any sense. There's too many characters all the way through all of them, and not enough episodes. That's the big deal.
Yeah, I'm in agreement there that
I forgot that the Dinobots weren't in War for Cybertron. Yeah, you're right. They weren't.
There was a Dinobot, but not.
Oh, there was. There was.
Oh, you got me.
It's a Beast War character, Kyle. There's one called Dinobot. I didn't know either until I watched Kingdom. I'm joking. I didn't
know, being the big fan of Beast Wars that I am, that there would be a character called Dinobot, a Beast Wars character.
G-Rex asks to Kyle, so hey, I got a question. Is Metroplex going to appear in Earthrise Part 9?
Good question.
In Earthrise Part 9, no. In Kingdom, yes.
Ooh, exclusives. Teased out by the correct questions, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, well, I mean,
Right,
that's not a
right.
secret. I kept saying I was going to have this. I'd mentioned this before in a stream where if I ever got Scorponok, I was going to have him and Metroplex duke it out.
Oh, yes, that's right. And now the Scorponok is in. But oh my god, I can't wait for the auditions for Scorponok. Because
Can't wait for the 11-year-olds that will audition and go, I'm Scorponok, and I'm going to go,
We're like,
Sorry.
you will make an excellent Decepticon.
let me see if I've got a voice for that.
Hi, I'm Scorponok. Hello, I'm Scorponok.
Oh my god, that is exactly how those auditions sound.
that's a good Scorponok voice. Except
What in the world?
your mic wasn't too as close to your mouth as it should have been. You should have had it right up on here like this. Hey, I'm Scorponok. Oh my god, dude.
Coming right up.
Sorry.
Are you all still there? Did I break the internet?
Broke the internet.
What the heck does-
Actually can do bad voices? Who thought?
Megatron would
Yeah.
be like, you're speaking too close to Soundwave. You need to back up from Soundwave. You're too close to him.
What does Scorponok sound like in G1? Because
I
it's
don't
not
know,
Zarek's
Ollie.
voice, is it? He says one line. He says like Scorponok smash or something like that
No,
when
he
he's
says,
fighting.
Robots die, and then he fires some missiles, and that's it.
Is it the Zarek actor? Do you think who probably does that, doesn't he?
He probably
I don't
does.
know.
I'd have to go and watch it again.
I thought it was Frank Welker, or whoever did Pants and Wingspan. Whoever did them, I think.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we need a dub of War for Cybertron trilogy with it just being you guys.
Good work.
Is
You
that
want
a
to hear
comment in
more?
the chat?
You want to hear more Shockwave?
Do you want to hear Optimus Prime as Kermit the Frog?
I'm not we've gone over this before. What was it? We were going to redub the 86 movie in the most
Right.
inappropriate voices. Have Kermit as Unicron. If I summon you here for a purpose.
I have summoned you here for a purpose.
Kermit the Frog here. I'm looking for the Allspark. Do you have the Allspark? Megatron, give me the Matrix back, please. We are not Decepticons.
We are not the Decepticons.
Nobody summons Kermit.
Alita 1. No. What are you hiding over there, Bumblebee? Stop hiding my dead girlfriend's body.
Oh no. You belong to me, Megatron.
Yeah, Zardomus Prime says that Scorponok does have a voice in Earthrise, and
Yeah.
I downloaded that scene and I went to like dub it with my sort of campy Zarek, and that didn't work. And then I sort of tried it a bit more relaxed, a bit more sophisticated, like the G1 Zarek from the Rebirth.
Mhm.
And it didn't work either. The lines he was saying. It's like some people have said they tried to hear Beast Wars Megatron. They tried to hear the original voice in their head as they watched it, but just the lines didn't fit sometimes, and that's how I felt with like Scorponok. Like I can't imagine Zarek saying the things he said. Like what was he? He just spent half his
stupid shit. I'm the last Scorponok.
Yeah, I am the last Scorponok. Falsifiers.
I remember him saying, Quintessons, you are like Quintesson.
Quintesson, you are like Quintesson. How very wise of you, my dear. That's my favorite line from the Rebirth. We says that to RC when she's all chained up, like, how very wise of you, my dear. It's like, oh shit, where's this going?
You're right. RC was chained up. Holy crap! That's why.
Oh my
they
god!
made-
The
why they
Kingdom pack.
Yeah,
the Kingdom
the
packaging was a
BDSM
reference.
Holy crap! Bondage RC Kingdom packaging. Well, crap! Now I gotta buy it. It's a Rebirth
Oh.
exclusive.
All you need to do is rip the head off because the head was missing because Daniel was her head at that point, wasn't he? I think.
And we have Daniel, a one-step changer that comes with bumper.
Going to court for a divorce, trying to divide their belongings, only to end with Kermit becoming an assassin. I think it's crossing more into creative work than just a dub.
Yeah, you're gonna have to screenshot that and credit that user as the executive producer.
Executive producers, get this man a Netflix contract. Oh, Hunter's in the
Hello, losers.
Why don't you make it 4 losers, Lockbot? Come on.
Oh. See, Lockbot's going to get in here, and then I got to go because I got to explain these 3 Unicrons in the bedroom.
Psychopaths everywhere. Sweep 2.
Yeah, I thought Scorponok and the Earthrise just didn't really. It just didn't hit any mark. Like,
and looking back at the now the trilogy is complete, I was thinking, looking back at Scorponok, thinking, what purpose did he serve?
Yeah,
did I miss something?
He showed us the world of Nebulos, and that apparently it looks like Super Mario World with all those round mountains, and that's what he presented to us. But
that was his sole reason.
I still want to know what happened to Omega Supreme. Where's he at? What happened to him? Is he
he died, didn't he?
He went through. They thought he went through the space bridge or was caught in the explosion or whatever, right? But Alita 1 even says, like, to Jetfire and Red Alert and Chromia, like, when Omega Supreme has disappeared, we can't find the Guardians anywhere, so they got to be somewhere. I thought Omega Supreme was like gonna somehow, when they went through the dead universe or something, he merged his conscious and to Teletran 1, and that's why it was all messed up. Like, they couldn't get it to work and stuff because it was, interfering. It's like a corrupted data file, right? And then I thought the last Autobot was going to be Omega Supreme, so that could be like a Transformers animated reference of the arc being Omega Supreme.
Oh, I see that. Yeah, okay. The downloaded conscience of Omega Supreme.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But then other people were saying, well, no, maybe it was Skylink. Skylink sacrificed himself, but then downloaded him to Teletran 1. And I was like, yeah, well, that could work too, because he's a shuttle and the Ark's a spacecraft. So maybe it'd be more compatible than a rocket ship, defense base. But
the song, The Humbling River, ever a good Transformer stop motion. Talking to the 2 good stop motion creators. All right, this is a question for Crimson and Marcus.
No, I was gonna say you two. We should probably tell Sweep 2 that
I figured I would be left behind.
Crimson has a show coming, Sweep 2. He really does. There's a trailer for it on his channel, and it's done very well. It's a really cool trailer.
Honestly, was one of the better trailers I've seen in a long time.
Maybe you'll like this next one coming then.
No, I'm gonna hate it.
I wanted to hate it. I wanted to, but I couldn't.
I talk so much shit on it. Like, for example, Crimson, did you know your animation was really fucking smooth? Like, that fucking pissed me off. Aww. You know how easy it was for me to follow along? That's
Zardimus is disappointed that Omega is so small. Well, Rodimus is quite tall. He's a Voyager, and I have got his knees all bent and leaning forward. So you're not getting the full height.
You're not getting the full Omega. You're not getting the full Supreme, is what you're getting.
That's right.
He looked like he was about to tip over, so I was picturing him yelling "For Cybertron" as he tips over.
For Cybertron!
For Cybertron! thud, camera tips over. Oh no.
Apparently, Zardamus, Scorponok's a little bit bigger. Is that right, Crimson? Oh, you haven't got Scorponok, have you, Crimson?
No, Scorponok is shorter than Omega Supreme.
Oh, okay.
Isn't he?
Maybe that's not what
He
Endput
is
says.
taller. That's right. He is taller. Yeah, that's right. Scorponok is shorter than Fortress Maximus by just a head, but he's taller than Omega Supreme.
I'm liking this one. 50 cents into the swear jar. We own the swear jar.
That thing's got enough in there to buy an Omega Supreme now.
Then I gotta pay shipping. Not gonna happen.
Yeah, there are 6 of them in my local store. They've been there for ages. Nobody's buying them. Everyone who wants it has it. So as soon as that thing drops to like super discount price, I think I might pick another one up.
What you did, you pick a couple up and then you hold on to them for like a year or two and then you flip them because they'll go back up again.
Same with Jetfires. There's a load of them there. I'm just waiting because
you haven't got.
No, I've got Jetfire.
Yeah, I thought you had Jetfire. So
yeah, I have. But if these big Transformers like go on clearance, I'll pick another one up. Like they had Skyfire for Skylinks. Sorry, they had Skylinks for so long they put him to half price. So I know this won't make much sense, but it went from £80 to 40. That's £40 is like the price of
that's a leader
Sparkler
class.
Seeker. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a leader class for us, so that's really, really good. Yeah, Skylinks. I think he's probably the best. I think he's probably the best Earthrise figure, hands down. Better than Prime.
Ooh. Yeah.
We had a question here that is
I found
near and dear to me. It says, "What were y'all's thoughts on Kingdom Beast Wars voice?" I did not like it. I, as a Beast Wars person myself, I found it personally and grossly offensive, and therefore I'm going to riot Netflix or boycott Netflix.
We could riot over Netflix.
We're going to start a riot. We're going to boycott Netflix.
Right after you watch all the shows that you have on your list.
Yeah, I got to finish a couple shows first, and then I'm going to boycott Netflix.
Well, I never watched Beast Wars. I'm not against watching it one day, but so like for me, I'm aware that like the main problem for a lot of people, past if they didn't like the story, was the voices of the Beast Wars characters. But that actually was not a problem for me because I didn't know how the heck they were supposed to sound. I mean, I know Megatron's voice because it's so famous. Yeah, so I'm probably doing it wrong, but it's something like this. That's not, is it? But I had that in my mind. I knew what he should have sounded like. But I actually, after I'd seen Kingdom, I started YouTubing the characters to see what they should sound like. I didn't have a clue what Optimus Primal sounded like. So
for me, it always struck me as like they picked people who were just doing kind of like okay impersonations, and then Megatron's was just so god freaking dang awful that it was just I couldn't get past it. He would be sitting there and be like, yes. And I'm like, shut up. Shut up.
The fanboyness that Predacon Megatron did was really, it was out of character, but he was super excited when he saw Megatron laying there in the Ark. So, to see Megatron then in person and alive, that probably would have put him over the edge. But again, it's also not that Predacon Megatron, right? It's a different one.
I was going to say we're in a different universe here or a different timeline, isn't it?
So they can be whatever they are, right? But I mean, Rat Trap at least kind of had some kind of accent for Queens, New York, or whatnot. And Cheetor sounded like Cheetor. I just wish he had said Ultra Gear, but he didn't. That's fine. I mean, he's in a dark future, right? Mm-hmm. So he probably doesn't have much to be happy about or say Ultra Gear about.
Maybe it was mainly just the Predacons that they did an awful job, and then Primal. Primal's voice just annoyed me because it just sounded like someone was trying to deepen their voice.
Yeah.
I'm picturing like it's probably not accurate, but I'm picturing like a 14-year-old who's maybe just hit puberty. Their voice is kind of like in the middle, but they have some voice cracks. So they're talking like this. I'm Optimus Primal.
Something trying to think of something positive about Kingdom.
The animation was pretty good.
Yeah, I suppose it did. Yeah. I liked Starscream. I think his journey was quite interesting. The way he ended up as almost a hero, the one trying to warn them, like he'd worked it out, and he kind of goes toe to toe with Megatron a bit, and he says, there's one thing I can do well, I can fly, or something like that. I can't quite remember. I only saw it once, and I saw it in one marathon sitting, but I was kind of rooting for Starscream at the end. When Bumblebee broke the disc, I was like, what the hell are you doing? Listen to Starscream's got wisdom for once. He knows what's going on.
Exactly. Well, I said that thinking, like, this is evidence, right? This is what Megatron's using as a tactical advantage, and you're just going to snap it? Not even going to look at it.
That's the thing is, like, he also... This shows... Okay, so I liked the Starscream, and I thought the whole interaction and his fearfulness of Unicron was amazing. I totally caught off guard by that. I thought he would be like, oh yeah, now this is my time to shine. I'm going to get all the power, not Megatron. But he did the exact opposite. But because he couldn't convince anybody what was going on, then that shows Starscream's repeated failures, right? Like, he has the right idea, but he can't ever succeed in a mission. Right? So he's always hindered, but he has the right ideas. He's even in G1, he's always like, we should kill this Autobot or these Autobots before they do anything else. And Megatron smacks him away like, no, I want to kill them all at once. And I'd be like, what kind of battle strategy is that?
But at the end, I feel like it did get... it was a good ending, and it was bittersweet. I mean, it was kind of nicely wrapped up, but I kind of like seeing all those dead Transformers, like, because they never got off Cybertron. That was kind of sad. All the investment, the emotional investment, and the journey that, say, Jetfire went on. You just see him as a Force ghost, for want of a better phrase, at the end, at the end of the siege, and they're all there, and but they're all dead, and it's like,
Well, FJ DeSanto is a huge Star Trek fan, right? So in theory, they weren't necessarily Force ghosts. They were their characters, just out of phase, so you could just barely see their glow, like a transporter accident, right? So
yeah. Well, those transporter accidents can get messy, if I recall.
All right. Well, I gotta go, guys. But it's been fun. This is awesome.
I gotta wrap up the stream here, anyways.
Shall we all say goodbye together? Well, what I mean is, okay, good idea. Oh well, thanks.